We're here at St. Tammany Health System's Mandeville Diagnostic Center, and as you can see behind me, there's a line of cars. Some of them have been waiting for the better part of an hour, all for one reason: coronavirus testing, drive-through style. And we're going to talk with the director of the St. Tammany Physicians Network, Dion Williams, about their setup here.
Every day has been very different. We've seen where it's increased and then we had a slight decrease, but we're starting to see the uptick now. You have to have a physician order, so you cannot self-refer. The order has to be in both in our system for a flu test, as well as in the NDC or the laboratory for the COVID testing. Started off with staffing it with about 5 employees, and we're probably up to about 13 now, as we've seen the increase and need. Changing up PPE seems to take just a little bit, so it's nice to have double people at double stations, so that when one is taking off PPE, the other one can be ready for the next patient. For a flu swab, it is just a nasal swab. For the COVID swab, it is a nasopharyngeal, so they're actually going further back into the nose to do it a little bit slightly more uncomfortable. So we test them here, we send them off-site to another location, we call them with their result. If it is a positive result, we tell them to go home, and their physician will contact them with measures to take for the flu. If it's negative, they return back here for the COVID. Probably from start to finish, probably takes about 20 to 30 minutes per car that comes through. As you can see, we have a long line right now, and so in the beginning, usually from the 3 to 4:30 time frame, there is a little bit of a longer wait just because we have so many cars coming through that time. It takes a team. It's interesting, you know, that we were able to kind of come up with the idea and within 48 hours really have a team ready to go on Monday. And I think the biggest piece and part is to be flexible and fluid and be able to say that didn't work, let's fix it and move on.
Has there been a lot of changes to
the methods? There has been. We've just been learning every single day. Hey, this is not working as efficiently as possible. Let's put this process in place. And so while last week was a lot of change and let's try this, change and let's try this, what we saw yesterday in place and hopefully today in place really is a smooth process.